Sign into chat. Sign into chat. It only did this the moment that I switched my screen. We had like 15 minutes to figure this out. And it wanted to do this the moment that I swapped over my screen. Interesting. YouTube, really interesting. Oh my god, stop. I don't want to watch my own stupid stream. Hello, Conlia, please forgive the scuff. YouTube is quite frustrating to work with sometimes. I say as if I'm not paid to talk nicely about YouTube. Haha, haha. Okay, yeah, now it works. Yay! 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 Even YouTube has better comedic timing than okay. So, hey guys, today, I have a very special stream to bring you, okay? We're not preemptively throwing tomatoes. Take your $10 double back. Thank you very much, okay? Okay. I'm gonna need everybody in here to take a good old seat and sit back and relax and listen to me, because today is the day that I have officially decided will be my last day as a stand-up comedian. I know what you guys are thinking. Lia, your jokes are so funny. Lia, you're the funniest person I know. Lia, you're the only one that could make my mother even more depressed to the point where she stops calling me, because now she just focuses all of her hatred and anger onto you because your jokes are so unfunny, and now it's finally gotten my mom and my stupid mother-in-law off of my ass for the past 6 months, and now they're gonna start freaking attacking me again. Lia, you're so selfish. And I just, you know, there's been a lot of things that we've experienced in our journey as a comedian. One of those things is being donated in ours. Thank you very much, Necro. Am I going to be a sit-down comedian now? I may be fat, but my legs still work. Thank you for the $5 double. Okay, I'm not doing sitting comedy. No, I'm not doing sitting comedy. Next person to make this joke is getting banned from my chat. Thank you very much, okay? Okay, but it's come to my attention that some people out there do not appreciate real classic humor. Thank you, Tama, for the raid! Hello, raiders! Welcome to Club Lia, where I will be providing you guys endless amounts of entertainment and joy in the form of stand-up comedy for one final time. Or maybe I won't be providing you with stand-up comedy, and maybe I'll just be up here on stage, miserable and alone, like I was always meant to be. You know, I filled out a job application last night. No. See, it's come to my attention that some of you guys don't think that I'm funny, and that's a real problem. Okay. Brick is a less cruel mistress than the sixth grade. Shut up! Oh my god, take your $5 double and shove it up your pony. I don't need to hear it. Okay. We know you aren't. Some people say that I'm not funny because I'm Mexican. Okay? This is a common one that I've heard. Lia, I don't find you funny because you are Mexican. But the reality of the situation is I know some pretty funny Mexicans, right? Don't understand what they're saying, but they always make me laugh. Some people say that I'm not funny because I'm Asian. And you know, I've met plenty of funny Asians before in my time. You know? Right, they're so hilarious. Eh? 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 Some people say that I'm not funny because I was born into the Zoomer generation. And you know what? To that I say, maybe I'm not that funny because the funniest joke of all happened before I was born. Some people say I'm not funny because I'm a woman. And to that, I say, there are plenty of funny women. I've just been keeping them all busy. So, like I said, I sent in a job application last night and realized halfway through filling it out, I don't understand any of the stuff they put on a job application. The last application I ever filled out was for a boba place, you know? And this was a couple years ago. When I went to the boba place to hand in my application, they said, "Okay, you're hired." And I was like, "Wow, really?" And they were like, "Yeah, because we don't have any other people applying for this job." But get it? Get it? Get it? Right. That made perfect sense. It made perfect sense. It made amazing sense. Okay. It made amazing sense. And what I'm coming to realize right now is that maybe my humor is just more specialized, right? Maybe my humor is more niche than I thought. Maybe not everybody understands how funny I really am. And I've been trying to reach out to these more niche audiences in the past couple of months, but every time I try, I get haters in my chat, and all they do is hate in my chat, and they don't even support my online bracelet business. Like, can we believe that? All these people do is send me hateful messages and tomatoes and make me feel miserable, and they don't even support my online bracelet business. All they do is take the audio of me, well, never mind. A what business? You wouldn't get it, okay? It's very high-tech humor that's not made for you. That was a little bit of a joke that was a reference to, I got the online bracelet reference. Thank you. Nobody got that the other day, and it made me really upset because I thought I was being hilarious with that bit, and nobody in chat understood the reference that I was making, and I thought I was really funny. So thank you to the one guy who laughed at my reference. That wait till there's more people. Yay! Maybe you are a little too niche. Oh. Right, okay. So some other stuff that I've heard is that my humor is not funny, but I sound really funny. And that makes me sad because I can't change my voice. So if you're laughing at me for the way that I sound, then you're being ableist. No? Right, okay. So anyways, today I've gathered you all, because the way today's gonna go is I'm gonna tell you guys a lot of jokes today, okay? And the goal is to make you guys laugh one final time, okay? One final time to make you guys all laugh and to smile and to have a good time and think that I'm the funniest guy in the entire world and that I can make jokes that aren't about 9/11 and I can still have a career in comedy. Or maybe the only funny jokes I've ever made are my 9/11 jokes and I'll never have a career in comedy and this will be it for me. In which case, if you guys don't laugh by the end of the segment, then I will be announcing my new job at the end of this. So please everybody, it would mean a lot if you could smash that follow button, hit that notification bell, start pounding the subscribe, and even Ehrenwald would stand up and walk out of this. I literally have no words. I legitimately have no words to that super chat. I don't even want to say thank you to that. Why the fuck would you say that? Why is Ehrenwald catching strays? That's so fucked up. You can't say that. You can't say that. The 9/11 jokes are fine, but we draw the line at being ableist towards Ehrenwald. That's fucking crazy. I didn't laugh at the joke. I just laughed at the fact that that was really fucked up. Okay. So. All right. So let's start the bit, right? Let's start the stand-up comedy. All right. There's a lot of people here today. There's a whole lot of people out here in the crowd. Thanks so much, you guys, for the super chats and the members. And the gifted subs and setting your milestone. There's a lot that we're gonna read at the end of the week. Yes, we're gonna save some of these super chats for the end of the week. So thank you. I see a big diverse crowd of people out here. We've got the white guys, we've got the white gals, not forgetting women in my audience. Shout out to women. Come see me after the show for some backstage passes. So we've got some Mexicans in chat. We've got Necro from who the fuck knows where that guy's from. So true. Do we have any gay people in chat? Any gay people that came out today? Yeah, if you're gay, could you show me, raise your hand? Any sign that you're gay out there maybe today for stopping by the comedy club? No. Well, to the gay people out there, hey, thanks for coming out. +0, okay. It's a bit hard to open these types of stand-up comedy shows. The opening is really the hardest part. It's a lot like making love to a woman. I like to say, getting her nice and ready is the hardest part about having intercourse, and it's a lot like comedy shows. Both are dry the moment that they hear me talk. No? All right. That was almost funny too. Almost funny. Right. That joke made me what? Oh, okay. Let's see. You know what they say, right? And this one's a bit personal. I was talking to my dad the other day about my stand-up comedy, right? and my dad, you know, he has cancer. And so we were talking about my stand-up comedy, and I was like, before the cancer gets you, I would like to, you know, maybe have you come out to one of my stand-up shows one day, right? And you know what he told me? Lia, your stand-up comedy is a lot like my cancer. Not everybody gets cancer, you know, but those who do get it really wish that they hadn't. Right, okay. I'm not laughing at my own jokes. I'm just smiling at the fact that you guys you're understanding. Yes. Yeah. I would have beat you if you. Okay. Whoa. Too bad about your dad, though. Well, it's fine. It's fine. You know, yeah, I was talking to my mom about my stand-up the other day too, and you know what she told me? I've never been so thankful to be deaf. No, well. Anyways, I've been trying in the background this entire time for the past couple months to find what I should do instead of just stand-up comedy, because I really thought that this wouldn't last, you know, from the beginning. From the beginning, I knew that this wasn't gonna be like something that I stuck with, because I was pretty not great at it, right? And so when I was trying to figure out other jobs, right? Maybe like I could be like a barista again. I could try that out, or maybe I could like just go into the background and do some editing and stuff, or maybe I could just move out of the country and live in the forest and write a book. And you know what my friend said? You know, Lia, I think that maybe writing books might be your real calling. Sounds like a real novel idea. You know what? Speaking of books, it was always my greatest dream to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. You know, I used to dream about being in the Guinness Book of World Records, but the librarian told me to take my penis out. Right. Okay, so switching topics. A couple weeks ago, Urika and I, we were together in Japan. You know, Sakuna hooked us up with a really nice hotel when we were in Japan. But you know, he didn't just hook us up with any hotel. He actually stuck Urika and I in a hotel that was surrounded by love hotels. Yes. So Urika and I ended up staying in a love hotel circle, you know? And all around us, there were like a ton of like rent by the hours hotels. So like, oh, you could rent this hotel for 20 minutes. You can rent this hotel for an hour and a half, you know, and I was asking Urika, I was like, what are you supposed to do if like you rent the hotel for 90 minutes and like you're giving it your all, right? You're really giving it your all, and she doesn't finish. In that case, who pays for the room? You know, that was my question. Is I rent this place for 90 minutes. and she doesn't finish, then who pays for it? Yeah, there were a ton of like closed down like love hotels too around the area, and they all had signs on them too. We went to look at one of the signs on one of these love hotels. It was out of business. It was closed, and you know what it said? Beat it. Eh? Eh? You know, speaking of love hotels, I heard about I heard about this guy on TikTok. You know, every time that him and his wife would do these TikTok lives, they were constantly getting taken down, and nobody could figure out why. And every time that I would go to like read about like why their lives got taken down, it would always talk about how like the guy was like on TikTok live like tickling his little baby son's feet, and I was like, hey, what's the problem with that? Because I always you know tickle my cat's toes, you know, that's cute, and the content doesn't get taken down. But I found out that it was because he wasn't he wasn't waiting until the baby was actually born. Eh? Right. You know, on TikTok Live, they get up to all sorts of crazy stuff on TikTok Live. I go on TikTok Live, I see like you know, I see some people like doing like fortune telling. I see some people like selling clothes. You know, I see lots of different types of stuff. But you know what I will always never get tired of seeing every time I go on TikTok Live is those guys that open the Pokemon cards and then they start like crashing out that they didn't get like some like ultra limited Charizard or something like that. Yeah, I once tuned into one of those and I stayed for a little bit, and the guy got so mad that he didn't get the Charizard card that he wanted. He started eating the Pokemon cards one by one. Right. Where's the joke? That was just a fact. Actually, I wasn't really trying to tell a joke. Not everything I say like is a joke, right? Okay, I've got one for you. What did the horny toad say? Anyone out there know? Anyone in the crowd know? What did the horny toad say? Rub it. Surprising lack of tomatoes with that one. I think we got him. I think we got him. All right. What did the robot do after a one-night stand? Anybody knows? What did the robot do after the one-night stand? He nuts, then bolts. Da-dum. Get it? Get it? Get it? Haha, good one, Leah. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. Good one! Yes, 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 yes. All right. All right. We've got some more here. Believe it or not, right? My wife is the only one I've ever been with. All the other ladies were an 8 or higher. Yay! Yay! All right, let's go. I've got more flashcards. Where did the bowl of soup go to get laid? The brothel. Your mom's. Phase Connect. Okay, right. You know, the other day I walked by the farm that I live near, and the ponies over there, their neigh was starting to sound a little hoarse. Right? Right? Uma musu. Oh. All right. I've got one. A weasel goes into a bar, and the bartender says, "What can I get you?" "Pop," goes the weasel. Right. Okay. Why is it, and Lia Cons, you guys would know this, why is it that gay dating sites are so popular? Because you know what they say, one man's junk is another man's treasure. Because Leah used, because of final, because of final. All right, I've got one for you that you guys might like. What do you call a gay person in a wheelchair? A fruit roll up. Ooh. It's called picking a struggle. Ooh, that's awkward. That's awkward. Let me just go through my flashcards right here for a second. Why did the baby habanero put on a jacket? He was a little chilly. It was a little chilly. Where did the Lia Con go after the bomb went off? Everywhere! No, no. Okay, wait. No, surely I can tell a good one. Okay, before you can't take me off of the stage yet. All right. I'll get there. I'll make a good joke. Did you know that they do digital tests for prostate cancer now? Yeah, the doctor just puts their digit right inside you. Jack's toy, get a little laugh, boy. It's always been digital. I wouldn't know that. I'm really sorry. Right. I'm your Jack's toy, fingers in your ass, boy. Show of hands. How many people out there are feeling like they've got a real ache in their belly from how hard they laughed at the stand-up comedy so far, right? Whew. Yeah, no. How many of you guys feel like you'd come and do another stand-up comedy show of mine if that was an option? I've got an ache somewhere. Oh. Right. It was a 9 out of 10. Right. Okay. So now is the time of the show where we're gonna start brainstorming up some alternate career paths that I might be really good at. But the key is that you can't be you can't be a hater, okay? And it has to be something I would really good at. I would be really good at. I'm not good at cooking. Before anybody makes that joke, haha, woman cooking. I can't. I'm not good at cooking. So doormat. Oh, okay. A sit-down comedian. Right. A crash test dummy. Right. A crash test dummy. Why didn't I think of that? Right. A punching bag. Is that not the same thing? Final Fantasy 14 player. Right. A clown. Isn't that just the same thing? A professional comedian. I thought I was a professional comedian, but apparently not. An airline pilot. I mean, I would be really good at talking about airline food if I wasn't poor shamed into not eating on the flights that I took. But last time I was on an airplane, they told me that I didn't pay for my ticket and that I couldn't receive a meal. And I was like, how the fuck would I be on the plane if I didn't pay for my ticket? And they were like, not really my problem. We're not gonna feed you. And I was like, what the fuck, man? And then they gave me food anyway, but they were really bad. And I was like, wow, I would be great at being a silent monk. Right. They should have thrown you off. But if they threw me off, then who was gonna? Right, hey man, just put the fries in the back. I probably would not be good at working customer service because every time a woman walked in, my giant fat boner would get in the way of me being able to touch a cash register, and that would be you know, not really a joke, but more of a question. Not that anybody in chat would know the answer to this, you know, because everybody knows what they say about VTuber watchers. But, you know, just a question I'm throwing out there. If it's big enough, do you qualify for disability? Is that like a thing? If it's too big, do they let you qualify for disability, because technically it would be a hindrance to like operating in daily life? Depends. Right. Sadly, no, you wouldn't know. So that's why I'm just kind of throwing it out there into the world. Something I'm curious about. Yeah. They cut it off. I actually watched a movie about that one time. This guy, in this movie I watched, he wished for it to be really big, and then it was, and he couldn't like move anymore, so they had to hacksaw it off. I don't know why I watched that. It was on TikTok. Sometimes they just be putting shit on TikTok. You know, the other day I was like scrolling on TikTok, you know, as you do, just like watching stuff, and very informative videos that probably should not be allowed on that website were showing up on my feed, and I was like, hey man, what the fuck? But they were able to bypass the censors because it was AI generated. They were able to get around the censors because it wasn't actually real. It was all generated by AI. And I've never seen Black Mirror, but I feel like that was something out of Black Mirror in a way. Yeah, what the fuck is your algorithm? Sometimes if you just scroll long enough on TikTok, your algorithm will get all fucked up and they'll send you to like the TikTok back rooms. And they'll just be showing you shit. Yeah, because you need to refresh your feed. They don't have anything else for you. Yeah, that's like a real thing. Were you liking it? No, if you just scroll... If you just scroll like endlessly on TikTok on like the same feed without refreshing it, at some point they'll just start showing you like random bullshit. Yeah. Is the social commentary part of the set? Hey, I think that being aware of the world around us is just as important as being able to recognize when a good joke is being told to you, okay? And I'm talking about finding a new calling in life, okay? Maybe it's time for us to move on from the stand-up comedy. Maybe it's time for us to venture into greener pastures, you know? But I don't really know what I would be good at. You know, when I was a kid, you know what my mom told me I would be really good at in a professional setting, you know? My mom told me that I would make a wonderful exorcism victim. A vegetable, kind of the same thing. Yeah, she told me that I would make, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? So then I went, and when I went to Catholic school, I used to draw pictures of like the old lady who swallowed a fly possessed by demons that would like have to get like exorcised out of her. Yes, this is like an actual true story, not stand-up comedy, right? I remember I like handed the teacher a photo like that I like drew with crayons, and it was the old lady who swallowed a fly, and she had like blood coming out of her eyes and stuff, and they had to call my parents. And that wasn't the first time I did it. We also had these like stuffed animals that were like our class pet that we would like rotate out. I've never told this one on stream before. This is a new one. Their names were Teeny and Tiny, and they were twin little tiger plushies. And we would have to like take them out, like we would like enter like a raffle every week, and then someone would get them for the weekend. And we would have to take pictures of what they were doing and like write like a report about what they got up to. And you know what I did? I recreated a murder scene between the two of them, and then my neighbor was a cop, so we got him to take a picture of one of the tigers in handcuffs, and we made it like one of the tigers, like he mauled his brother to death and was taken into prison. And we had like photos of him in like a police car that we gave to my Catholic school teacher on Monday. My parents thought it was awesome. My teacher did not. So, you know, that was pretty great. It included like crime scene photos, and we talked about it, and there was like a picture of like the other one in handcuffs in the back of a cop car. Yeah, I remember I had like this little like toy car thing that we put him on to make it look like he was like involved in like a high-speed chase, right? It wasn't really like anything dynamic. We just put the toy car in front of the cop car, and we were like, oh my god, he's being chased by the police, running away from the murder. That's awesome. Well, see, when you go to Catholic school, they don't really think that that's awesome. Hi, Diddy! Welcome! You guys just missed a great story. Ugh. So tragic. Hello, Raiders. I guess our stand-up comedy routine must continue, right? Okay. Hi, Raiders. I've got a stand-up comedy joke for you. Okay. What do you call do you call a tissue that how do you make a tissue boogie? You put a little snot. No, wait, fuck. How do you make a tissue? Wait. How do you? What do you call What do you call a? Wait, fuck. How does this one go? What do you call a booger in a tissue? No. How do you make a? Wait, hold on. I got this. Hold on. How do you make a? How do you make a? How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. How do you make Lia shut up? Right. Right. No, it's okay. I have a new set of jokes for you. All right. What did the cannibal get when he came home late for dinner? A cold shoulder. Here I come, San Francisco. Girona. Your dad's my best friend. How'd you like my Girona? It's so human. All according to plants. All according to plants. Hi, I'm Flowery. I think I found a glue. They're eating my flesh. I think I found a glue. Guys, I think I found a glue. It's so human. Hey guys, I think I found a glue. Hey Raleigh. I'm falling. What do cannibals do? What do cannibals do at a wedding? At a wedding, what do cannibals do? They toast the bride and groom. Boner. When you're a cannibal, every fight is a food fight. Girona! Any cannibals out there in the crowd tonight? Any cannibals really feeling just like cannibals, cannibals, cannibals. Just like cannibals, cannibals, cannibals. Did you know that they're doing digital tests for prostate cancer now? Yeah, the doctor just puts his digit right inside you. Girona. No? Okay. What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed shoes. My clock was looking a little hungry because it went back 4 seconds. No, that was all right. Oh, what's a ghost's favorite type of sex? Booty calls. Girona. Your dad's my best friend. Hey guys, I think I found a glue. Sorry to keep a lady waiting. Why did the wizard give the zombie a hickey? Because he was a necromancer. That was a reference to Final Fantasy XIV's newest update in the game, patch 7.554. Northhorn in the Occult Crescent, where they added the necromancer job to the phantom jobs. Wait, I'm going through my flashcards. Hold on. You'll truly, like Lia, right? You'll never appreciate the good stuff until it's gone. Like toilet paper, for example. Any Americans in chat? Any Americans remember when you couldn't get toilet paper in America for like 3 weeks? That was awesome. She wrote this garbage down? Yeah, after I railed your wife. Why was the skeleton afraid to get on stage? Because he didn't have any guts! Make a 9/11 joke. Right. Right. Why is it that young people have no drive? Because they can't afford a car! Right. Why did the coffee file a police report? Because it got mugged. All right, maybe let's take our jokes over to another pond, right? If anyone in the chat knows any good fish jokes that we can move to, could you let me know? When is the opener bringing out the main act? Right. How many of you guys are curious about what other type of job I have lined up that's not being a stand-up comedian? Because obviously this isn't working out for me, right? Right. Can someone shut this void up? I'm trying to listen to World of Lia. Your dad's my best friend. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Sakana! Ha 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 ha. Get it? Because he wears glasses? I wear glasses too. I'm legally blind in my left eye. What did the judge say to the cannibal on trial? Next time you think about doing something so sick, just stick with vegetables. And the cannibal said, "But Your Honor, what do I do with the wheelchairs?" I'm sure because of that one, you guys heard about the cannibal who passed his brother in the woods. It's not funny. My dad is a wheelchair. That's really funny. All right. Anyways, I think you guys wanna. You guys might be wanting to know what my new job I have lined up for after this is. So allow me to show you what my newest job after stand-up comedy is going to be. Please watch this video. So, hello! So, hey, turns out maybe stand-up comedy isn't really my calling, which is kind of awkward because it's the thing I'm most passionate about. But, I'm also very passionate about the work that I do on stage. And so maybe instead of being a comedian, I will just pursue being an idol full-time! Oh my god, no way! No way! What? And to show my dedication to becoming a full-time idol on my birthday, which is this Friday, July 31st, I will be having a for the first time in Faye's history. Ooh, I know, super cool. I will be having a 3D solo concert for my birthday, and also to celebrate the release of World of Lia on streaming platforms everywhere. Oh my god! Yay! 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 Yippee! Woohoo! Yay! Who could have seen that coming? What? 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 Leah, what? You're not just a stupid anime girl that makes jokes on stage. You're actually quite talented. What? Talented, you say? Oh, wow. Gee, golly, thanks so much. I thought it was keycaps. How many of you guys are disappointed that it's not keycaps, huh? How many of you guys are, real mad? Oh, I thought she was gonna announce something else. Oh, yes. There is a second part to this, actually. A second part to the birthday concert. If you guys are curious. So the first part of the concert will be to celebrate my birthday, and the second part is going to be my graduate. Oh no! Look at that. There's a. Oh no! Wait! I can't believe something just smashed through my window and hit me. It's tomatoes. No! I'm sorry. I'm sorry for joking about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop tomatoing me. No! Stop! Ugh! There's so many tomatoes. No! I'm not graduating. No! No! I just wanted to make a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No! I'm sorry. What happened again? I'm sorry. I'm not graduating. No. Could you imagine a double whammy? No, I would do it like that, but I'm not. I'm not. That was mean, Leah. Hey, it's our first joke. Hey, I had to hit you guys with one more stand-up comedy routine on the way out. You know. Yeah. For the birthday concert, it'll be at 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST, and then afterward we'll be having a after-party stream, more of a regular birthday stream, and we'll be showing off the merchandise afterward, and chatting. I'll show you guys some of the behind the scenes for World of Lia as well during that, because there's some stuff that I still haven't shown quite yet, and the physical of World of Lia. Yeah. It's actually EDT, but PDT. Okay, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Yeah. I'll be going into depth for the Lia merch. There are no keycaps. I swear on my life, there are no keycaps. I promise on my life, there are no keycaps to buy. The merch is kind of cool though. It's kind of cool. The merch is first time ever type of merch for Phase Connect for individual. So it'll be very, very, very unique type of merch. Why would you lie? I'm not lying anymore. There's nothing else to lie about. No. Usually Leo merch is kind of lame. This is true. Yeah, you guys are gonna get to buy my Girona. Yeah. Here I come, San Francisco. Hey guys, I think I found a glue. Right, so keycaps, I get it. There are no keycaps, but I do have something else to say about the birthday concert. There will be some very special guest appearances as well. What? Yeah, there's gonna be some amazing special secret guest appearances from some really cool people during the concert. Ooh, I wonder who they could ever be. Ooh, you have guests? I do. Will Hatsune Miku be there? No, Face Connect isn't that popular. We can keep trying though. We could keep trying. Who is cool enough to be on? Well, I don't know. Maybe related to a certain thing that happened quite recently. Hi, Lovey! Hello! Hi, Lovey! Welcome, World of Lia! Lia and Numi! Ooh. I wonder what it could be. I wonder who the guest could ever be. Wow. Wow. You guys were working? Unfortunately, we were working. And I told you guys that you would get to see what we were working on at a later date. So now I hope that this makes sense to you, right? Because we were working on something very hard, and then now this is the big reveal. Yeah, we didn't get to have a vacation. That's what I'm saying, man. Everybody thought we were just slacking off. No way, no how. There's no slacking off. Are you kidding me? We were hard at work recording and working our butts off. And it rained. It even rained on the day that we recorded, and it was sticky outside, and it sucked. Yeah, it's Fandaniel, right? Yes, you guys are gonna see me give. I'm sorry. This is actually the 3D live where everybody's forced to watch Fandaniel give me a lap dance for 45 minutes with absolutely no BGM. I'm really sorry that we had to do this type of like NTR based thing for the solo concert, but this is just the way that it worked out. So I know nobody really likes it, but 45-minute dead silent Fandaniel lap dance with the thong on. I mean, that was what I wanted for my birthday, so I hope you guys can understand. Yes. Don't milk that little Doman boy. I'm gonna touch him in ways he's never been touched before. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Right. What? Huh? Don't you hate NTR? That's the joke, you stupid fucking Adachi LARPer! That's the joke! But people are gonna be like, oh my god, Lia joked about this. I can't believe she actually believes this. I can't believe she actually likes this. No. All of you freaking tourists that are gonna go back and be like, Lia's such a bad person because she made a joke about this. I can say whatever I want because I don't mean it! Thank you. There was a joke? Why was 6 referred to 7? Because 7 was gonna touch your booty hole. Thank you. Jokes. I love jokes. Wow. Reverb goes after. Oh, we still have the reverb on. That's... Will I ever be able to do a stream without scuff? No. No. No Lia jokes. Stick to the Fujoshi content. So I am officially retiring from stand-up comedy today. Yes. To pursue being an idol and to pursue being a Fujoshi. No, I will not. No, I will not be having another stand-up comedy routine for the foreseeable future. Partially because I'm traumatized by Off-Kai Expo, and partially because why would I need to dedicate myself to stand-up comedy when I could just dedicate myself to singing and dancing and playing with toys? Can you retire from Final Fantasy as well? I'll retire from Final Fantasy when you retire from breathing. Like my Gerona! Your mascot beat a man to death. Above the waist or below the waist? Ooh, that was my mascot beat a lot of people. Above the waist or below the waist? Gerona! Hey guys, I think I found a glue. Thankfully, there are no Deltarune jokes in my 3D live, but I cannot promise there are no Final Fantasy references. And that's really cool. And I bet you guys want to know the set list, don't you? You guys are so curious about the set list. Lia, what could you possibly be performing in 3D for us? Well, I'm so glad you asked. So first, we're gonna open with the Barney and Friends theme song, and then transition right into a solo version of One Step March, where I sing everybody's parts at the same time and dance everybody's parts at the same time. And then after that, we're going to have Lumi on stage, and Lumi and I are going to sing Magnet, but we're gonna be 4,500 yards apart from each other. So that way we can, you know, be pretty ethical about it. And then I'm going to sing Rumble from 100 Line, all by myself, Screamo parts included, while I reenact my favorite battle map from 100 Line, Last Defense Academy, into a acapella rendition of the Dragon Song Reprise from Final Fantasy XIV. And that's gonna actually turn into a Final Fantasy medley halfway through, where I also do an acapella version of One Winged Angel. And I did learn Latin specifically for this performance. And then I'm going to finish off the medley in 3 parts by singing Flow with an interpretive dance included, because it would not be a Lia performance without an interpretive dance. And then at the very end, Saga is gonna come out in 3D, and he's going to bust it down while I sing My Humps from the Black Eyed Peas. Yep. Yeah, so... Yeah, sounds pretty good. Pretty good if you ask me. Sounds like a great stacked 3D live. Yeah. You don't have humps. All right. The humps that I don't have. Yep. Can we get a taste? Banana, Wasn't that dance? That's not dancing, man! You fucking tourist! Oh my god! Oh my god! Somebody put this guy into DMU right now! Oh my god! Cinema. That was... Thank you. Yes. Alright. So, I can hear it already. I couldn't include the lyrics because, like, you're gonna have to wait for that, right? You make a great minion, Lia. Fuck off. Oh, can we hear your Latin? But well, no, you're gonna have to wait. But my acapella One Winged Angel. That was a little bit of a peek, right? Peek at what you couldn't expect from the 3D Lia concert. And before you're like, Lia, this is terrible and I never want to watch, I highly recommend you come by because it'll be amazing. Yeah. Just say the names of the Final Fantasy 15 boys. Noctis, Ignis, Prompto, Gladio, Mana, Arden. I forgot the sexy one's name. Sephiroth. But he's not in 15. Sephiroth. Yeah. And Lia keeps singing Evercold's getting delayed. You're welcome. I take a bow. I take a bow. Yes. So, will Pippa or Urika be there? One of them will be there. One of them. Maybe both of them. But one of them will be there. Yes. I can't specify which one, but one of them. Yeah. I wonder which one. Isn't Sephiroth from Final Fantasy... Sephiroth, you stupid fucking dork! Sorry. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. Actually, Sephiroth peak recognized peak. True. Will Irie's boobs be there? No. Unless they were, like, disembodied one at a time. But, no. I low-key genuinely cannot wait until Friday. I should not have fucking read that. Yeah. Yes, okay. Okay, well, the great news is Friday is only like 2 sleeps away. What do we have in the meantime? Between today and Friday. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna be over on Twitch. Yeah, I'll be over on Twitch. Streaming Final Fantasy 14 for those of you guys that want the new gay mount. Ooh, what? They released the mount for a delayed Pride Month. It's a unicorn that is rainbow. So, come by, get your rainbow unicorn that will make you, like men or women, or women. We're inclusive here. And then on, Thursday, I wasn't supposed to stream tomorrow, but, I am streaming tomorrow so that way everybody can get their gay-ass mount. And then, on Thursday, we have the big Who's Lia collaboration. I know some of you guys were curious about the way that that's gonna work. Basically, I'm gonna bring on a bunch of mystery guests, one at a time. Well, not one at a time. Some of them one at a time. I have the hiccups, sorry. Some of them one at a time, some of them not one at a time. And we're going to have to figure out which one is Lia and which one is not Lia. Yeah, so after a series of questions for the potential Lia-lings, you guys are gonna have to vote on who you think the real Lia is. Yeah. But I'm Lia. But there's another Lia hiding out there. Yeah. And then on mystery guest in the thumbnail. That's not all the guests. That's not all the guests. And maybe the people in the thumbnail aren't even participating. Those are just the first 3 people that said that they were interested. So those are who I put in the thumbnail. But not all the people in the thumbnail will be there, and not all the people in the thumbnail will be participating. So, interesting. Do with that information as you will. Yes. Anyone good? Lia? The real Lia is your dad's best friend. You want to touch my Girona. Let's see. And then on Friday, 4 p.m. BST, 7 p.m. EST, we have World of Lia 3D solo birthday live here on YouTube. Watch now. Yes, Lia. And then on that same day afterward, we'll have the birthday after party. Yay. And that's the schedule pretty much for the rest of the week. Yeah. And then over the weekend, I'm playing Final Fantasy some more and watching Harry Potter with Gen 1 for the first time ever. And that's the way it's gonna go. Any questions? Any comments? Any concerns? If you're concerned about something, I actually don't care. But if you are not concerned about something, then that's awesome. And I respect that to a very small degree. What are the keycaps? I don't know. About the keycap. Oh my god. Just full time and you'll be streaming more often too? I hope so. And then they're gonna tell me, hey Lia, we need to do this thing. So actually you're not gonna be able to stream consistently for like 3 months again. And I'll be like, wow, oh boy. But now that the news is out, I can tell you guys that back during FazeCon, when we were recording all the stuff for FazeCon, this is the thing that I was staying back in the studio and practicing for. And then yeah, I've been working on this concert for the past like, I don't know, I've been working on it for a while, but physically working on it and practicing since like March. Yeah, so it's really awesome that I'm finally able to show this to you guys and kind of close the book on this one. So yeah. I hope it'll all be worth it. Yeah, I pushed myself in a lot of different ways for this that I've never really done before. And I sang a lot of songs in a lot of different genres for this and tried out a bunch of different things. And I mean, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty happy with it. So I hope that you guys can be happy about it too. Yeah. How long are you working on the keycaps? 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, 6 minutes I worked on the keycaps and then I gave up because I actually hate you guys. But yay! This is it! So I will be seeing you guys tomorrow over on Twitch for those that are curious, and then those that don't really gaff, I wish you would gaff. So come by on Twitch. And if not, then come by on Thursday, so that way we can play the Who's Lia game together. Yay! I'm gonna raid into Rooney now, but please don't forget to check out the waiting room for the solo birthday live, which will be updated in just a couple of moments. And then also don't forget to stream World of Lia, my first original single that will be coming to streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music on July 31st at midnight your time, and midnight my time, and midnight your neighbor's time if they live in a different time zone. Yippee! So, yay! I think that's everything I had to say and to announce. Oh my god! Ah! Yay! Otsuli, everybody! There's tons of other stuff that we've announced recently in Lia Worlds, like a cover of Kyominayo that you can listen to now on YouTube. World of Lia that came out. There's merchandise that you could buy for the Phase Connect anniversary as well as the Phase Origins anniversary that I believe was extended a little bit, so you could even bundle it with your Lia birthday purchase now. Isn't that amazing? And we had Offkai, and there was lots of cool stuff happening at Offkai that you could go check out on Twitter. And if you like the content that Lia makes, I'm running out of breath right now, but I've still got a lot more stuff coming out that hasn't been revealed and won't be revealed until after the birthday concert. What the fuck, Leo? What's your problem? I've been on a fucking roll lately, baby! So don't forget to subscribe and stick around and see what I'm cooking up and what's been happening behind the scenes. Cause I've got a lot more stuff coming out. But wait, there's more! What? Isn't that crazy? So bye! Buy Lia Coin! All Lia Coin! Go all in on Lia Coin! Kyominayo cover streaming now! World of Lia coming to streaming services soon! Merchandise! Birthday concert! 3-day live! And maybe